So today we're going to try something slightly different. We're going to do an upper body workout, a little bit of core in there as well, but I'm going to show you how you can make use of some household items to help you. So if you don't have weights, and today I'm going to do this without weights, I'm going to substitute my weights for a couple of tins. So I'm going to show you how you can utilise just something you should have in your kitchen just to add a bit of resistance. Each exercise is for 10 repetitions. Again, like the other day, I'm suggesting you do 3 to 5 rounds of each exercise. I'm just going to go through it once just for the sake of showing you. So exercise number 1, we're going to go shoulder press. I've got 2 tins. All I'm going to do, palms facing towards you, hands just above shoulder height, shoulders pinned back, elbows down, and all we're going to do is 10 reps of pressing above the head. So we just work through the normal movement of the joint. So we just push up, and as we push up, our elbows straighten, so our arms straighten, and our arms meet at the top, and we just press up above the head. So this is a shoulder press. When we've done 10, we're going to bring our hands down to our sides, keeping the same position with our tins. Hands at our sides, feet shoulder width apart, looking forward. Shoulders again pinned back, shoulder blades squeezed. We're going to do a lateral raise, so we're just going to literally bring our arms up and down. We just need to get our hands level with our shoulders whilst our arms are straight. That's going to be number 6, 7, 8, 9, and we'll do one more, 10. Hands back down to the side. This time we're just going to place our hands in front of us, same position, same foot position. Now we're going to bring our arms up and straight in front of us. This is a frontal raise, so we're now just working our shoulders again through a slightly different movement. Obviously, the heavier the items you're using, the greater the resistance, the more you'll feel it. But some resistance is better than none. Just be sure that whatever you use is of equal value in each side so that you don't get an uneven workout. We'll do 2 more of these. Then we're going to take our hands down to our sides. So now our palms are going to face away from us. Hands down by our side, down by our hips. Shoulders again, braced, pinned back. And what we're going to do is we're going to curl. We're going to do a bicep curl up so the tins come towards our shoulders. From here, we're going to let our elbows come up. We're going to take our arms out, and then we're going to press up again. And then we're going to reverse that movement, so our arms come down, elbows come forward, arms come down. This is called an Arnie press. So we come up, out, up, down, in, down, up, out, up, down, in, down. So we'll do a few more of these. Remember, you're going to do 10, and you're going to do this 3 to 5 times. Personally, I would work my way down through the list of exercises like it's a circuit, and then I'd repeat that 3 to 5 times, 10 repetitions of each. If the items you have are particularly light and you feel you can do more than that, extend the repetitions to 12 or 15, but stick to the 3 to 5 times. Now for the next one, this is entirely up to you. We're going to do a tricep dip. Now ideally, you want to be slightly elevated so that you can dip lower. I'm going to do it on the floor to show you can, but if you do this on the edge of a chair, make sure it's a stable chair, the edge of the sofa, if you're in the garden and you've got steps or a high border, something you can just put your weight on, it will take your weight. For a tricep dip, you end up in this position with your hands down by your hips or by your bum. Take the weight in your heels, and then we just bend at the elbows. Now you can see that I've got very limited movement because I'm on the floor. If I were to elevate, so I'm going to try something a little bit risky here and do it off the tins. If I were to elevate, I now have a greater range of movement. Remember, if you do something like this, make sure your base is stable so that you don't get injured. There's your tricep dips. Maintaining on the floor, We're going to go into that V position I spoke about before, where we're sat on our tailbone, feet off the floor, core braced, shoulders, chest up. We're going to take one of our items. We're going to do Russian twist. So we're just going to tap each side and rotate through the trunk, through the core. And we're going to do 20 taps, so it's 10 on each side. There's your Russian twists. We've got 2 more exercises, both of them chest related. We're going to do half press ups, half push ups. So we start on the knees. If you go, put your hands down underneath your shoulders, take your feet out so you're in plank, then drop your knees down, and then all you're going to do is maintain that position with your hands, chest to floor, and back up. So we have 10 of these. And one more. And then using any weighted object you can. It can be the tins, it can be anything else you might have to hand, a heavy book. You're going to lay on your back. You're going to take your object, hands together, hold it in between the pecs, in the chest, on your sternum, and you're literally just going to press it up above you and back down. And when you get to the top, you're going to squeeze your elbows, thank you Fitch, in together, so that you get a little pinch, a little squeeze in the chest. So we do 3 more. And there you have it for today. So a little upper body workout to try, just using anything you can from home. Movements remain the same, just keep them nice and safe, make sure any base you're on is stable, and see how you get on. Brilliant.